In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your product to sell on the Warrior Forum using Warrior Plus. Warrior Plus works really good because it's an avenue where you can actually get affiliates to promote for you. So what you want to do is go to warriorplus.com. So that's warriorplus.com. And when you get into warriorplus.com, you need to make sure you've registered for an account first. And that account, in order to have one, you have to be a registered Warrior Forum member. And we covered that in a previous video when we also talked about using the Warrior Plus for affiliate marketing. So you want to go to warriorplus.com, and when you first get in there, your dashboard will look like this. It'll have WSO of the day, then WSO Pro, which is the main part of this, and then it'll say WSO Pro up here as well. So go ahead and choose WSO Pro, and you're going to need to pay for a listing. So there's two options here. There's actually WSO Pro Standard, which that actually costs $19 per listing, and it's actually not a bad price when you consider you can recruit all these affiliates and it gives you a lot of different benefits. Then there's also WSO Pro Adaptive, which WSO Pro Adaptive it is a free feature, but you pay 10 cents per sale. There's no listing fee, but you do pay them 10 cents per sale plus 2.9%. So if you figure that, if you go use the WSO Pro Adaptive option, you might want to calculate, what it would be worth to you if you go that route, or if you should just go with WSO Pro Standard. WSO Pro, Adaptive does have a few more options with it. So you can actually pay second tier commissions. You can do instant revenue split. One-click refunds, those types of things. If you do go with WSO Pro, you can have affiliates promote for you, but it will not pay the affiliates right away. So you can choose which option you go with. If you go with WSO Pro, the easier one, you can go to buy a license, or you can go to set up for free to set up a new listing. So we're going to go with the WSO Pro Adaptive option here, and we will just say set up for free. And what you're going to do here is it'll go in here, the item name. This, of course, is the name of your WSO. So whatever your WSO is called, you're going to plug that right on in here. So go ahead and put that in here. So we'll just call this Copywriters PLR video course. That's just an example. Quantity, you can actually set if you want to limit the number of sales, enter a quantity. Otherwise, if you don't want to limit sales, just leave that blank. So let's say you want to sell 1,000 units, you would just put 1,000 in here, and that would be up to you. So in this example, we're just going to leave it blank because we want to have unlimited files. The delivery file. So let's say you are offering, a zip file containing the videos or ebooks or whatever it is you're offering. The max size on there, it's 100 megabytes. So it depends on how big your course is. If it's a whole lot of videos, or if it's easier for you, it might just be easier just to go with a delivery URL. That would probably be the best option, to go with the delivery URL, and that's like your standard thank you page. It might send them to a page where they put in their name and email to register. That works good if you're working with business partners. So like you can capture the lead within the Warrior Plus, sale, and then also you can take them to a page to register for additional training or whatnot, and also get them onto a separate list as well, or onto a joint venture partners list if you're working with somebody. So delivery URL works good if you're trying to squeeze their information again, or if you are wanting to land them on a download page, which works good because then you can put offers on that download page. You could cross promote different things. So I usually most of the time would go with delivery URL. So this is either your download page or thank you page they get to after they purchase, or you could just upload the file directly in there. The next thing you want to do is go to payment email, and you can actually select which email address you're going to use for the payment. So if you have multiple emails within your Warrior Plus account, that is possible. If you work with different people, you would just make sure you choose which one and choose carefully so you're using the right one. Sale notification. If you want to receive an email when a sale is made, select this option. Most of the time you don't want to do that, especially if you're selling quite a few. It might jump into your inbox, but hey, if you're brand new, that's what sale notification could be kind of fun. If you want customers to contact you by email, I would plug that in here, and you can plug that on in there. Or Ideally, you'd want to have a support desk because that's going to make life a whole lot easier for managing ingoing and outgoing, customer support requests. So you would put in your support URL directly in here. So this would be your support URL. Make sure you do the http:// so yoursupporturl.com. Then right here, you also have an option to choose a refund period. So the length of time in days from purchase that your offer refund. So enter 0 for no refunds, or for affiliate sales, affiliates will only be responsible for refunds in the first 60 days. So typically you want to go with the 60-day refund period is what they recommend, and that works good. Or I know some guys that go with the 365-day period because they find it gets better conversions and they actually get less refunds. So if you have a certain number you go with, that's what I would choose. Keyword, enter up to 3 keyword searches that help describe your product, containing only numbers, letters, and spaces. So if you're selling a WordPress plugin, you might enter WordPress plugin, SEO. And what this does is, this is if people are browsing for products to promote as affiliates, then that's what would happen in here. So that's what would go on in there under keywords. Select your WSO. This option works good because at this point, when you're creating this payment button, your WSO offer is not going to actually be set up on the Warrior form yet. So you want to select WSO post. You want to choose select your WSO or auto detect it if not yet approved. Most of the time you want to go use this option because your thread probably won't be approved yet, and so you just want to create that buy now link. So I would just choose select your WSO or auto detect if not yet approved. And that's why when you do your item name, you choose the name of the item. Maybe try to use it similar to your to the title that you're actually using. And if there is a case, which sometimes it might work too, where you just create your WSO thread, you get it approved, and then you can go ahead and just choose which WSO post it is. So you could just select that product if it's that particular Warrior Form thread. And notice it does, based on your username, will pick up all the different Warrior special offers that you might have going on. So I had quite a few going on in this account, so you would just plug it in that way. Sale type, you can actually choose what the sale type is. Is it a buy now option? The sale price, this would go in here. The selling price of this item. If it's a dime sale listing, you could start it there. So sale price, let's just say, is $7. And let's say this is a dime sale, so you can increase 15 cents. So you could say let's increase 10 cents every, let's say every 10 sales or every 1 sale. And you could also set it to increase, 2 cents. 2 cents for every 1 sale. So every sale, the price goes up 2 cents, and that's enough maybe to get people to jump in there. And let's say you have a maximum price you want to set on this. So let's cap it at $17, or let's maybe cap it at, let's say $17, for example. So that's the maximum that people would pay. That's only if you want to do the dime sale option. So that tells you that for every sale that's made, the price will increase 2 cents, or for every 5 sales that's made, the price would increase 2 cents or 15 cents or 50 cents. Or you could even do something like, every 100 sales, the price goes up 50 cents, something like that, until it reaches a maximum price of $17. And then at that point, when it reaches $17, then that price is going to be the permanent price moving forward. So so that's a cool way. Dime sales work good to really get people to jump on the product to get it at the lowest possible price, because if they wait till later in the day, it could be $10 more. No parent, so this is for if this listing is an upsell RTO for another WSO Pro listing, select that listing below. So you can link this offer to that one, and that in this case you're not going to have to bother with this part very often, unless like I would recommend, if you're doing your special offers, I would take them to just like a normal type sales page and land them on that way. Yeah, integration IP and forwarding URL. This is more for like advanced use. Typically, you're not going to mess with this. If you know what IPNs are, you're probably not watching this video as well because you're very advanced. So most of the time, you can just skip over integration options. Autoresponder service, this one I highly recommend. It is optional, but I do highly recommend because what this does is as soon as they put in, they make their purchase with their PayPal account, it will actually grab their email and place it onto a list of your choice in either Aweber, GetResponse, Infusionsoft, Profollow, or Imnica Mail. So I'm going to select Aweber here. Unit name is the Aweber list name. So like Warrior Plus, do not include the @Aweber. So like this would be your Aweber list name. Ad tracking, if you have an ad tracking code, you could plug it in here. And then your web form ID, which you can get inside Aweber under the HTML of that code. You can actually plug in your web form ID here as well. Most of the time, just the list name will be enough though. Enable pre-launch. This is if you like to set up pre-launch for this offer. So the server time here, so this tells you what time it is there. So it's 5:33 Warrior Plus time. And so let's say your product goes live at this date. So opting in through the pre-launch page, this would be like the page they would go to if you want to do a pre-launch. You don't have to as well. And so you could also choose if you want to put them on like a pre-launch list, and then you could actually send people to your Warrior Special offer before it goes live. Affiliate program, I highly recommend that you have an affiliate program. So you can choose 100%. That means the affiliates would make 100% of the money on the front end. And that works well because you want affiliates to be happy. You want them to get paid instantly so that you can actually get as many leads as possible in there. And so I recommend that. You want to choose a few characters, 1 or 2 sentences that really would excite affiliates to promote your product, what it is, what the product's about. The Warrior Plus commission. This part is good. You can actually choose if you want to be WSO of the day. That means the Warrior Plus owner would actually promote for you to the thousands upon thousands of buyers, maybe tens of thousands of buyers, I'm sure, that he has. He would send it out to his list, and that can send you a ton of sales. So I definitely would recommend WSO of the day eligible. I think it only makes sense to do that. As far as in order for you to be considered WSO of the day, they need to be able to access and review it. So include a download page link for them there if you choose to do that. So plug in your download page there. It's not going to make it live. That way the admins at Warrior Plus could actually review it if it's something they want to promote. So give them the download page, give them usernames, passwords if they need it, and then Warrior Plus commission. You could say, hey, I'm willing to give you 100% commission, and I would make their commission as much as possible because the whole goal here is to get as many buyers onto your list as possible by running a Warrior Special offer like this. And so it's really not so much about the revenue you generate as much as it is, how many people you can get onto your email list. And then once you're done with that, just choose update listing, and then that product will actually update and it will be ready to go live. Your Warrior Special offer will be all set. Once you choose that option to update your listing, you will actually get the link code that you need for your Warrior Plus add to cart button, and it's that button that you would actually place within your Warrior Forum listing so people can purchase your product. So that's how you go through the process of adding an offer through WSO Pro. Once you click update listing here, you will be redirected to the page where you get your code for your button, the buy now button. Then you can go right on into your Warrior Forum, post editor, and make sure you insert that buy now button. Then test it out, and then everything should be good to go, so you can start making money on the Warrior Forum.